I just finished watching a video of a toddler being forced to get a tattoo. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link the video below in the description. Basically, the toddler's parents are forcing him to be tattooed, and the toddler is screaming and crying and obviously in a lot of pain. As we speak, there are hundreds of people on the internet trying to track down the parents of the toddler so they can report them to Child Services. But you know, it could have been worse. Maybe when the toddler was a newborn, when he was just a few days old and his immune system was at its most vulnerable, maybe the parents agreed to have him tied down to a table as the skin on the end of his penis was sliced off. He probably didn't even have anesthetic. So, in reaction to the tattoo, people are outraged that a parent would give a kid an elective procedure that he cannot consent to, a procedure that is permanent, that is painful. They think the child should be taken away from the parents. They think it should be illegal. But not circumcision, even though you could use the same argument against it, and circumcision is a lot more dangerous than giving a kid a tattoo. How dangerous is circumcision? Well, more children die every year from circumcision complications than from SIDS, car accidents, choking, and suffocating combined. Let me say that just one more time so it sinks in. More children die because of this elective surgery than all other causes of infant death combined. That number doesn't even include injuries from circumcision that don't result in the infant's death. The most conservative sources estimate that at least 3 times that number suffer medical complications. Some of the more common problems are infection, hemorrhaging, necrotizing fasciitis, scalded skin syndrome, sepsis, and meningitis. 71% of circumcised infants develop painful adhesions, and 1/3 of those cases are so severe they require surgery. So for all you people who are pro-circumcision, let me just ask you this one simple question. Why is it so important for you to circumcise a newborn instead of letting your son decide whether he wants to have that surgery when he's 16? If all you can come up with is, oh, well, this way he won't remember it, I want you to realize that the defense you just used is probably the same defense as the people who force their toddler to get a tattoo. And you know, there's something screwy with your logic if you think that your son not remembering this surgery is more important than all the data that suggests that you are exposing your baby to death or injury. That toddler who got the tattoo will probably grow up to be a teenager who can't remember getting it, but that teenager will probably also realize he has to live with it for the rest of his life. And you know, he kind of wishes that you would let him decide whether to get it or not. If you feel that it's a violation of a minor's personhood to force them to get a tattoo at the age of 2, then there is absolutely no reason you should force an elective surgery on a newborn that cannot be reversed and poses serious health risks. The bottom line is that it's not your decision to make. It belongs to your son. If your son turns 16 and decides that he would prefer to be circumcised, then you can support that decision. And to celebrate, you can even pay for him to get a tattoo to go along with it.